The secretary to the recently established Ministry of Law and Order, Nanda Mallavarachi, assumed duties today.
Nanda Mallavarachi, who has served in the Foreign Service as an ambassador and is a retired army officer, assumed duties at the premises of the new Ministry of Law and Order, located on Chatham Street in Colombo Fort, at the auspicious time of 10:08 a.m. today.
What I have to do is continue with the work that was carried out by Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa. While doing this, if I find that certain procedures need to be changed, then I will fearlessly come forward for that undertaking. Not even 48 hours after, I received a phone call from a senior minister from Jaffna seeking protection for someone he said was one of our men. I said no. If security is given for one candidate, security must be given to all candidates. I told the minister I am sorry, but I cannot do it. The president has put me here to do this, so I did it. I think I gave the best response to that request. I hope to look into the problems surrounding their wages and the problems in their families in the future, study these problems and take appropriate steps. You may be aware that during the war, police officers were only given .350 caliber rifles.
පොලිස් නිලධාරියෝ අපි ගත්තේ T5C රයිෆල් එකදලා වෙඩි තියන්න විතරයිනේ. ඉතින් අනේ ඒ රාලහාමි දන්නේ නැහනේ පොලිස් ඩියුටිස් කරන හැටි. පොලිස් ඩියුටිස් කරන හැටි අපි මොනවද දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් මම කියන්නේ මට මේ
I am not saying that I can do this within 48 hours, but I will work under the slogan that nothing is impossible. I know that I can do it. I have the strength and courage to do it. I have faith that His Excellency the President and the Defence Secretary will give me the necessary support. I will not militarize the police. It is police officers that protect me.
මම පොලිසිය හමුදාකරණය කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මාව ආරක්ෂා කරන පොලිස් නිලධාරියෝ.
The 100th birth anniversary of the founder of the Salon Workers' Congress, Saumyamurthy Thondaman, who rendered an immense service to uphold the rights of people with Indian origin residing in estates in the Central Hills, was commemorated today in Hatton.
Dignitaries including Minister Arumugam Thondaman, Salon Workers' Congress leader Deputy Minister Muthu Sivalingam and Indian Lok Sabha member K.S. Alagiri participated at the commemorative event.
We
are not just workers, we are not just people who earn revenue for you every day. We have rights that go beyond this. Saumyamurthy Thondaman made this and your duties clear to you and has enabled you to live today as a community that has rights. This was his ability. Tamil-speaking people are serving all over the world today. However, there are no Tamil-speaking people anywhere else in the world who have managed to win their rights like the upcountry Tamil people here have won their rights. They may be living in other countries earning more money than you, and they may have even more facilities than you. But if you are saying that they have political rights in the countries where they reside, then I cannot accept that. They do not have such rights. It was Saumyamurthy Thondaman who secured that right for you in this country. Saumyamurthy Thondaman, who was born in 1913, served for 21 years as a minister. He was elected to Parliament from the Maskeli electorate in the Nuwara district and held numerous ministerial portfolios including rural industrial development, estate infrastructure, livestock and rural community development. Saumyamurthy Thondaman, who was the founder leader of the Salon Workers' Congress, passed away on the 30th of October 1999. On business news tonight, the central bank has decided to impose a 100% margin deposit requirement against the letters of credit opened with commercial banks for the import of motor vehicles owing to pressure on the exchange rate.
According to letters of credit of the importation of specified vehicle categories could be done only with a minimum cash margin of 100% with immediate effect. Issuing a communique, the central bank noted that during this year the currencies of several trading partner economies have sharply depreciated against the Sri Lankan rupee. As a result, there is a possibility that the importation of motor vehicles to the country could increase. The Monetary Board has decided to review the imposition of this margin after a period of 6 months. The 100% margin deposit requirement against letters of credit will affect all vehicle imports with the exception of buses, ambulances and lorries. Importers say that the previous margin deposit requirement was between 5 and 10%. The CBSL has decided to impose strict regulations against a backdrop where the Sri Lankan rupee too has depreciated significantly against the US dollar. On Wednesday, the US dollar rose to 135 rupees against the Sri Lankan rupee. Quoting forex traders, Reuters news agency reports that the rupee has strengthened somewhat after the central bank intervened to supply US dollars to the forex market.
Preparations are underway for a fun-filled day for families at Family Fiesta organised by News First, Sports First, Kids First and Youth First, which will be held in Beach Park in Negombo.
An art competition for children under 15 years of age will commence at 9 a.m. at the Family Fiesta venue, where certificates will be given to all participants by the organizing committee. The event will also feature a number of other attractions sure to win over the hearts of children. Recreation rides such as merry-go-rounds, small trains and a butterfly plane will also be included in this fair. To participate in the youth beauty pageant, you can register by contacting 011 4896 896. A 1-hour private session on personal hygiene will be held for youth between 16 and 22 years of age. Screen tests for News First and Kids First will also take place in mobile booths. A musical show will also take place, and the official Chogam song created by MTV MBC will also be performed at the event, and individuals will also get the opportunity to participate in this song as well. Meanwhile, free transportation will be given from the Negombo bus depot to the Negombo Beach Park in a double-decker bus.
Starting off with a look at some cricket news, former Sri Lankan skipper Kumar Sangakkara, who decided to represent the Kandurata Maroons at the Champions League, has signed the official contract on behalf of the Maroons team today. The director of the SLPL, Ajit Jayasekara, noted that the fine which Sangakkara had to incur to choose Team Kandurata over IPL's Sunrisers Hyderabad has to be borne by Sangakkara. Now, Sangakkara's issue was discussed at a media briefing convened by Sri Lanka Cricket yesterday.
Chairman of the Sri Lanka Cricket Selection Committee, Sanat Jayasuriya, noted at the media briefing that more opportunities should be given to young players rather than the senior players. However, he questioned the Sri Lanka Cricket Board as to why such measures were not taken while selecting players to the Kandurata Maroons to represent Sri Lanka in the Champions League this year.
Secretary, the selection committee always said that it will provide more chances to the young players to play at the T20 matches. However, in such a situation, why isn't Sangakkara released from this knot and a young player be included in the team? Why is the Sri Lanka Cricket Board harping on the point that Sangakkara should protect the national pride and play for his home team? No, I'm saying that it is the decision of the SLC selection committee. They have decided that Sangakkara has to represent Sri Lanka at the Champions League. This match ended on the 19th. The team was decided on the 20th, and on the 21st the final decision was taken and the players of the team were announced.
However, Sangakkara noted that this decision taken by the cricket board was not informed to him until the 27th of this month.
Most of them have misunderstood this problem. This is not the problem between country or money, or else between the country and IPL. This is totally wrong. If that was the situation, then teams from different countries would not participate in IPLs or Champions League matches. I informed the cricket board that I would not regret my decision to represent the Kandurata team if the fine I had to pay to the Hyderabad Sunrisers team would be scrapped off or at least reduced.
Isn't it the responsibility of the SLC to solve such problems?
It must be a loss if we see it in a financial point of view. Kumar Sangakkara never mentioned that it shows this because of high profits. He said that the responsibility goes to the particular team. Though I have to incur a huge loss of 20 million rupees, I am not in the position to starve. I am just disappointed as to why such a situation had to arise for a person like me. What will happen next year? What's my situation going to be if I play for SLPL next year?
To wrap up with some sports news, the Sri Lankan cricket team's tour to Zimbabwe has been cancelled. Now, SLC said that the Zimbabwe Cricket Union had informed them in writing about the cancellation of the tour due to unavoidable circumstances. Zimbabwe were to host Sri Lanka for 2 tests, 3 ODIs and 2 T20s starting from the 10th of October.
With that, we wrap up Primetime News tonight. I'm Stephanie Lazarus.
And I'm Nadim Majid. Just a reminder, you can log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk to keep abreast of with the latest news. Have a very pleasant evening, good night and good luck.
News First at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.